because I'm going to make sure that I tell my friends where they are, and we're going to come back and murder them all. Take my word on that.
Western civilization expands frighteningly fast.
See? See what I mean? Now, if I keep it on the down low and don't tell no one where these people are at, I would be impeding all that. So I'm going to be a real good white man, and right away I'm going to go tell Obama where I found some of his relatives at so he can do his job. And, you tell him, son. Tell him. I implemented all that, so yeah. Just telling you the truth. I love Obama. He's nice. Come on, son, let's go.
We have to hurry. America won't escape.
See? Told you. I got to go tell America. Obama. Told you.
Unbeatable experiences replace the misery of the journeys. In addition, New Guinea itself is a really powerful drug. I'm absorbing the unpleasant moments from the past and returning to this hot land.
See, what you might miss is they call it New Guinea. Why do they call it New Guinea? I'll tell you why. Because there must have been Old Guinea. And maybe the people from Old Guinea ended up at New Guinea. You idiot. Come on. Think about it.
It took a week to arrange all of the special permits, which open the inaccessible areas to us. Before leaving, I'm often asked if I'm not scared of cannibals. Of course I'm scared.
But why? Why would they be cannibals? They're in Africa, for God's sake. They're in the land that's full of animals to eat. Why would they eat each other? I mean, come on. Some things just don't make sense.
Especially of places that I thought no longer existed.
Well, if you thought they no longer existed, it must mean that you knew they existed before. But why are you acting like now this is all new to you?
The missionaries with their churches arrived in the land of the headhunters several decades ago. Generally, they tried to suppress.
See? He didn't say arrived in the land of the nice, hospitable people. Because if they were such headhunters, why did they all get turned into good Catholics? See? Just like the Olmecs. They were headhunters too. But we made them all good Catholics also. Yeah, imagine that. All the evil, nasty, black, sorry-ass, murderous people that we managed to come across always end up complying with us. Maybe we're more brutal or treacherous than them because after all, they always end up submitting to our way. So if they're headhunters and we influence them to follow us, then what kind of evil shit did we do to evil people like that to have greater influence over them? I mean, do you think it might have been guns and shit? And do you think we might be lying just to justify the need for us to turn this woman into a good Catholic? So they won't be headhunters anymore, see? And then we can hide the fact that we're just committing genocide all over the planet and perpetuating our white supremacy on all the people that we come in contact with. See? That's why it's Peru. Rambo. Because we go Rambo on all these unsuspecting, melanated people. See, we're teaching them Jesus. see? And that's what stopped them from being headhunters. But actually, we were cutting off their heads and their hands if they didn't accept us. That's really the truth. Come on, let's go.
The traditions of the Azman people
See?
and replace.
Because we brought them Christianity and alcohol and the pool table that you just saw. And gambling, I bet you, and prostitution and sodomy. That's how we roll.
Them with new civilization, which brought along alcohol, gambling, and money.
See? See how that works? See, Asar smart. He figured out right away when he saw that pool table that the green felt on the pool table was the earth. And all the balls on there. It's going to teach these people in their subconscious mind that the job is to use the white ball to knock all the other balls off the planet. And see, as soon as we take over somebody's land, the first game we introduce them to is pool. Because once we get it in their mind to play that game on a table, we're moving on to the bigger format, which is the earth. But we're already convinced the people in their mind that when they see the white man pushing everyone around, that it's okay. Because they be somewhere playing a stupid game. And they don't recognize the symbolic destruction that it causes in their brain format. So we take pool with us everywhere we go. We give your ass a pool table before we give you a strolls. Come on, this is how we get down.
We hire an awfully expensive boat, and using the flood tide, we proceed as far as 100 kilometers up the river.
But you notice he didn't tell you anything about the pool table. That's the most damaging thing of all. Because your mind is a terrible thing to let the pool manipulate. Because I'll have you drinking strolls in no time. And then I'll be coming around here wanting to tear all this shit down. So I can dig in the ground and see if there's any oil there. Or diamonds or gold. Or maybe the pretty little girls. I'll just destroy them by teaching them sodomy. And then after I sodomize them for about 4 or 5 years, the regular men that's walking around here that don't do that stuff can get taught to do that by the women. See, the women that say, no, because I can't have an orgasm the normal way. You gotta put it in my ass. And then you can say, well, wait, this is like something that I would do to my phallus if I had a problem with my phallus, but I'm not mad at my phallus, so why should I do that? And then she can say, well, I don't like it the normal way. You're gonna have to do it that way or you can't do it at all. So you do it. And then you get used to doing it. And then when a guy asks you to do it, well, you done did it to so many women. I mean, what's the deal? Ass is an ass. And it spreads all around the world. I implemented that.
To the interior of the island. The territory that we're aiming for is unknown.
Yes, it is known. We showed you as soon as we said it. Let's take it back and I'll show you how we play with your mind. Watch. He's going to say the territory is unknown. But as soon as he says that, he's looking at 3 little children. Watch. I might have went back
This
to
of their own land. I feel great respect for such wild nature and the natives. After a few days of sailing, we enter into the last bastion of civilization, Amos village. Progress here is also promoted by a missionary. For visiting the local church, the natives are rewarded with shorts and t-shirts. We are considered to be intruders. Allegedly, we can't go any further. We have the important permits containing all of those powerful stamps. Nothing can discourage us. At sunrise, we set out of their own land.
Okay, I'm trying to find a
I feel
spot.
great respect.
Because I messed
for
that
such
up, but I
wild
want
nature
that. I want to
and the
show you
natives.
how they play games with your mind.
After a few days of sailing, we enter into the last bastion of civilization, Amos village. Progress here is also promoted by a missionary. For visiting the local church, the natives are rewarded with shorts and t-shirts. We are considered to be intruders. Allegedly.
He said for visiting the local church, the natives are rewarded with shots and t-shirt. How is that a damn reward when we know the shots is probably some genocide shot to make them die, all right? See, this is the stuff that they try to put on your mind when we can see here in America. They don't even want us to have jobs. They don't want us digging in the garbage can. But then they'll go all the way out of their way to go to this native island all of a sudden, to the church where they're going to teach them about white-ass Jesus, okay? You know, see, this is the stuff that really bothers me a lot. You know, and people just sleep on it and they miss it. And you know, we all here in America, as bad as it sounds, we think that they really doing us a favor by giving us their God, you know? We really do.
The territory that we're aiming for is unknown. We can't learn much from the natives either.
Let me show you it again. Listen to what he said. The territory that we're aiming for, right? Let's see about that.
The missionaries with their churches arrived in the land of the headhunters several decades ago. Generally, they tried to suppress the traditions of the Asmat people and replace them with new civilization, which brought along alcohol.
Try to suppress the regular traditions of the people and replace them with new civilization. And then he says that without even blinking an eye, as if he's not trying to tell you that we're here to force Western civilization on them. That's what he should have said. We're here to force our way of life on these people. You see, we brought our money, our alcohol. Listen what he says. I just can't believe him. It'll go right past your head if you don't pay attention. Listen. I just can't believe it.
Unbeatable experiences replace the misery of the journeys. In addition, New Guinea itself is a really powerful drug. I'm absorbing the unpleasant moments from the past and returning to this hot land. It took a week to arrange all of the special permits, which open the inaccessible areas to us. Before leaving, I'm often asked if I'm not scared of cannibals. Of course I'm scared, especially of places that I thought no longer existed.
See, just savages. You gotta salvage us, our way of life. We gotta always be bad people. But they had the guillotine in France though, but everybody else is headhunters. And we can see pictures of them with chopping blocks, right in their centers of government, chopping the heads off of their citizens. But these people gotta be the damn cannibals and the headhunters.
The missionaries with their churches arrived in the land of the headhunters several decades ago. Generally, they tried to suppress the traditions of the Asmat people and replace them with new civilization,
Let me just
which brought
override.
along alcohol, gambling, and money.
Well, that's something else. The way they try to word it like it ain't so bad, you know? That ain't really bad, you know?
We hire an awfully expensive boat.
We're turning them
using
into
the flood
alcoholics,
tide.
all
We
right?
can see as far as 100
And
kilometers
get 'em our
up the
God.
river to the interior of the island. The territory that we're aiming for is unknown.
Yeah.
We can't learn much from the natives
It's
either.
unknown, but then they show you three little kids and a
missionaries
grown
tell them
man.
more
You know
about
what they're
America
aiming for.
than about the tribes and customs of their own land. I feel great respect for such wild nature.
No, you don't. Let me tell you why he does it. Because the first thing they're going to do when they go in there is make these things turn into shoes. Okay, they're going to kill all these crocodiles and make them become shoes and coats. They're going to take all the little kids and make them be some type of labor force as they use their labor to extract minerals from the forest, okay? All that stuff they're going to do, they're going to end up poisoning this water because some kind of way would, by them mining the land, their operation